Hey everyone, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys some story times. My last story time did really well, so I decided I would do some more. My last story time, if you haven't seen it, was about my crazy, terrible to live with ex-roommate. So if you haven't watched that, I'll make sure to link it in the card or in the description down below. You can also just go find it on my channel if you want to. It's like 3 or 4 videos back. But today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing story times from when I was in college and partying and all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of college party story times that I could do for you guys, so I'm going to be breaking them up into different parts. So today I'm going to be talking about the partying and drinking experiences that I had in Manhattan, Kansas, which is where Kansas State University is, K-State. I personally, our family is a KU family because my sister went to KU, but one of my best friends, her name's Carly, she went to K-State, and then one of my other friends, Krista, she went to a school near K-State. I went up and I partied with them a little bit whenever I was still at Allen, and that's what today's video is going to be about. I have 3 different stories to tell you guys. 2 of them are pretty long, and one of them, the last one, isn't super long, but the second one is the most exciting, the most eventful, so make sure to stick around in the video to listen to the story about the second time that I went up to Manhattan, because it is pretty crazy. I do want to say I was underage in these stories. I wasn't 21 yet, but I did wait till college to drink. I didn't drink in high school. Obviously that doesn't make it legal, that's not what I'm saying, but if you're gonna drink, drink responsibly. My mom always told me just to wait till I got out of high school, but I'm 21, so it's legal for me now. But I was not legal in these stories, so make sure you wait till you're legal, but if you don't, drink responsibly. Please do not follow what I did in these stories, because this is not smart. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first one. This one takes place in September of 2018, my first year at Allen. So this trip was for Carly's birthday, and me, Krista, and Carly were all up there, and we went up to Manhattan to party for her birthday. And this was like my first like real drinking experience. They had tried to get me to drink before, but like I just didn't, whatever they had there for me to drink, I didn't like it, or like I didn't drink enough and I didn't feel anything. And so I had tried to drink maybe a couple times before that, maybe like 2 times before that. This time was like my first actual drinking experience. It was just me, Carly, and Krista. They're some of my best friends from high school. I love both of them, so if you're watching this, I love you. To pregame for the bar, we went to someone's house. I don't remember whose house it was, but we went there and it was just me, Carly, and Krista, like super crazy pregame, I know. We had either a 6-pack or 2 6-packs of original Smirnoff Ice, and then some kind of dark liquor, Captain Morgan, a bottle of Captain Morgan. This night I took my very first shot ever, so I'm gonna insert a video of that because it is hilarious. I think it is anyways, because I had not taken a shot before. I had not tasted straight liquor. Back then I was not ready for it. I was not expecting it. So this is the video of me taking my first shot. Right now? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! That's so bad, that is so bad. I think it's so funny. They literally gave me half a shot, like not even half a shot, and I was like freaking out. I think I drank like 4 Smirnoffs, maybe, something like that, and I was feeling it because it was my first time drinking, so of course I was gonna be feeling it. When we were pre-gaming, we were playing games. We love playing card games whenever we drink. Like whenever I'm with my high school friends and we're drinking, we play so many card games. So we were playing King's Cup, and for like one of the cards that you pull, you have to think of a rule that everyone has to follow for the next round. And so for one of our rules, it was like you had to say happy birthday Carly at the end of every sentence. So we would like say something and then be like, happy birthday Carly.
So
happy birthday Carly.
The rule's over. Yeah, because Carly broke it.
I take a lot of random videos. If you don't know what King's Cup is, how we play it is you put a cup in the middle, and then everyone that's playing pours a little bit of their drink in the cup, and then you like pull cards, and for like every card there's a different rule, and you can look it up on the internet like what rules are for what cards, because everyone plays it differently. And then if you pull a king, you have to drink what's in the King's Cup, and it's usually pretty gross because it's a mixture of like beer, liquor, seltzers, yeah, ugh, nasty stuff. So Krista got the King's Cup.
Wait, smell it. Oh, got the King's Cup, didn't she?
Keep going!
How much Captain is in this? There's a lot of Captain in that, man.
Go.
So you want to talk?
Happy birthday, Carly.
Happy birthday, Carly.
So she said, oh, you want to talk, because I was telling her to go, and we know dang well I would not have drank that. We went to a bar in Manhattan called Johnny Cause, and this bar is so fun. Oh my gosh. They have like elevated stages, kind of, that you can, I don't know what to call them, that you can go up and dance on, and they have like crazy lights. You'll be able to tell by the videos that I answer, but they have crazy lights, good music, blah blah blah. But it was so much fun. Yeah, so this night I didn't get like crazy. I was just like drunk for my first time. Then this boy comes up to me, and I remember it so clearly. His name was Joey, and he was, at this time I was dating my ex, but he came up to me and he was like, oh, you're so pretty, like dance with me, blah blah blah. So I was like dancing near him, but I wasn't dancing with him, like I wasn't dancing on him or anything. I have a video of Joey and I, and we look like we're having the time of our lives. But he was like trying to get me to go back home with him, like back to his place, blah blah blah, and I was like, no, I have a boyfriend. Every guy's come back to whenever you say you have a boyfriend is,
was he here tonight?
And you say, no, he's not, and they're like,
okay, well then you're single.
And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, just because he's not here doesn't mean I'm single. He was like trying to get me to come back with him and blah blah blah, and I was like, no, my friends are here, I can't leave them. And he was like, well, your friends can come with us, and I was like, I don't think they would be down for that. So he's like, well, I have to leave, but I might be back later. My mom's FaceTiming me. We're back. I think I was talking about that Joey kid. He was like, yeah, I have to leave, and I was like, okay, bye. And he was like he went like this. I don't even remember what he did. He fist bumped me, made me put our thumbs together, and then flipped it around and did a heart. I think that's what he did. And he was like,
don't leave until I come back.
And I was like, yeah, sure, nerd. I thought that was so funny. I was like, that's how you get a girl? Oh, okay, whatever. Don't take notes from this guy. He left, and then me and my friends continued dancing, and it was so much fun. And then by the end of it, I'd like sweat all the alcohol, not all the alcohol out, but like I wasn't drunk anymore. I felt pretty sober by the end of it. But yeah, that was my first experience like actually drinking, actually getting drunk, going to a bar, and it was so much fun. I love Johnny Cause, like I want to go back. Now we get on to the second time I went to Manhattan, and boy, oh boy, Emma gets messy. This one was for Krista's birthday. Me, Krista, Carly, and then our other friend Maddie all were staying in this house together, and then some of our guy friends ended up coming up too. Fraker, Caden, and Trey. So we all pre-gamed at this house. Let me tell you, I had a 6-pack of Smirnoff to myself, and then there was an extra 6-pack in the fridge, and then Maddie, our friend, had a 6-pack to herself. I don't remember what Krista and Carly were drinking, but then there was also like liquor and stuff. So once again, we were playing King's Cup. We were pre-gaming. Krista got the King's Cup again.
Chug! Drink! That's what I'm saying.
It's your birthday. Push that in my face one more time.
Oh, Carly got the King's Cup now.
You predicted the future. Did nobody else hear me predict that?
No.
I said, oh, Carly's gonna get to drink.
Oh, Carly got it again.
There's one more in there, right? If I f***ing get it, I swear to
Carly's gonna get it.
So we pre-gamed, blah, blah, blah. Where I went wrong was I drank my whole 6-pack. Then this video is of me trying to chug another one right before we leave. Like, the Uber was on its way. And so I was like, oh, watch me chug this Smirnoff. So I'm like trying to chug it. I'm literally gagging it back up. Like, it's coming back up because I shouldn't be drinking anymore. You can tell how gone I am in my eyes.
Go. Are you on the argument? Why not?
Chug, chug. Tip it up. Tip it up.
Okay. Alright, bye. It's really cold.
Is it?
Keep going. I'll get it, I promise. Wait. Emma, come on! You shouldn't have put them in the fridge, they're really cold. I'll get it, I promise. Okay, trash can right now?
It's impressive.
Your guys' way.
I think it's gonna take longer for you to chug this than the Snap Story will allow. Girls don't poop.
And I could not chug fast back then. Now I can chug pretty fast. Especially when they're cold, it's hard to chug. I can't chug cold ones still. I was so close to finishing it and I just could not do it. But yeah, basically I chugged that one and then I tried to chug another one right before we left. So that's where I went wrong. I was already drunk off of a whole 6-pack. It was my second time like actually getting drunk. I tried to chug 2 right before we left. I'm sure I had taken like shots or something of other stuff while we were there. And when we got in the Uber, there wasn't enough room, so I had to sit on the laps of my guy friends. And I was like this. I was like out before we even made it to the bar. And so I'm in the back and I'm like, guys, can we please roll down the window? Can we please roll down the window? And all my friends were like, no, Emma, you're not puking outside of this man's truck. Like, you're not puking out the window, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't need to puke. I just need air, because it was so hot and stuffy in there. And I was claustrophobic because we were like so jammed in together. And so I was like, I just need fresh air. I just need fresh air. Someone please roll down the window. I was like so drunk. And they were like, no. So they wouldn't roll down the window. I couldn't get any fresh air. And then we finally get to the place that the Uber's taking us. It's not even by the bar. We have to still walk to the bar. So he drops us off. I get out, immediately go over to a bush. And I'm like bending over, like dry heaving, because I'm so drunk.
No, I don't want to puke. Emma, you have to puke and then you'll feel better because it's out of your stomach. Just rub my back.
Just rub my back.
Do you have a hair tie?
Let's write something. What's wrong with her back?
I got her hair tight and I'm rubbing her back, so off.
What did you do to her hair?
I don't, that's how I do it when I straighten it.
And then I like turn around, I'm like, no, I'm good, I don't need to throw up, I just needed air, I'm just good, I'm good. And so then we walked to the bar, and the whole way we walked to the bar, I'm like both arms linked with 2 of my guy friends because I can't walk by myself. So I'm both arms linked with 2 of my guy friends. I'm like can barely walk. I don't know where we're going. They take us the opposite way of where we need to go. So we have to turn back around and walk an even further distance. And then this man comes up to us. Well, he doesn't come up to us. He just walks past us. And I stop him. I barely remember doing this. I have like the faintest memory. I think my memory has like, I feel like my memory is better than it actually is because my friends have told me about it so many times. But apparently I stopped this man that was walking next to us and I smacked him on the chest and I looked at him and I said, I wore good eyelashes for this. And I just kept telling him, I wore good eyelashes for this. And I was like crying, smacked this man's chest, yelling in his face. I don't know who this guy is. And all my friends were like, okay, Emma, it's time to go. And he was just like, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, that's so funny. And so we finally get to the bar and all my friends go in and they're like having a great time dancing and I'm like trying. I'm trying so hard. And there's a video of me. I'm laying like this on the DJ booth. You're not allowed to do that out on the floor. They'll kick you out. And so my friends were like, okay, come on, Emma, you need to get up. You need to get up. They take me to the bathroom. I am violently vomiting. I'm like puking everything up. They're like giving me water, I immediately puke it back. Okay, give me water, I immediately puke it back out. And like I can't hold anything down because I had too much in me. It was so bad. There's a picture of us right before we go into the bar and I'm blacked. They literally had to turn me around, pose me for that video and like come back. I argued with some people in the line to get into the bar about how drooling and stuff is bad for you. And my friends was like, shut up. They were like, you have to act like you're not drunk in front of the cops because you're not 21. And I was like, no. Like I said, we're in the bar, we're in the bathroom. I'm just puking. After I think I'm done, I go back out to the dance floor and I'm trying so hard to have fun with my friends and it's just not happening. I can't do it. So I go outside to like the patio area and I sit down on a table and I have my head just like rested on the table, and a freaking security guard comes up to me and he's like, hey, you're gonna have to put your head up or you're gonna have to leave. And I start bawling and I'm like, I just want to go home. I just want to lay down and he won't let me. I just want to go home. Someone take me home. I don't feel good. I freaking ruined my best friend's birthday. Actually, I didn't, because they were waiting for the day that I get this drunk. They were just waiting. Like, this was a great birthday present to them because they were waiting for me to get this drunk. So 2 of my guy friends, I think Trey and Kaden, take me back to the house. We get an Uber back and I put on Trey's sweatshirt in the Uber and I'm just like laying in his lap because I like am so out. So we get back to the house and they were so sweet. They take me back to the house, they take me into the bathroom, they're like sitting there with me while I'm like puking in the toilet. They take ugly pictures of me, so rude. I'm like passed out on the bathroom floor and Caden's like, come on Emma, you gotta get up, we have to go put you in the bed. And I'm like, no, I just want to lay here. And he's like, no, you're not, I'm not gonna let you sleep on the bathroom floor, we're gonna go put you in bed. So finally they get me in the bed and they give me medicine, like aspirin or ibuprofen, and Tylenol, I don't really know what they give me, which sounds really bad, but I know that they're not giving me anything bad. I know it's like ibuprofen or something like that. And I take it and I immediately puke it back up. And so they give me more and they wait for me to not puke it back up. And then they wait for me to fall asleep. And I was out, like asleep, by like not even 1, like 12:30. Like back to the house, out for the night by like 12:30 because I was so drunk. And Kaden and Trey go back to the bar, but they don't take an Uber back, they start walking back. So on their way back to the bar, my other friends, like the rest of the girls and then Fraker, are coming back to the house. So in their Uber, they see Trey and Kaden walking back to the bar. So they stop and they pick them up and they come back to the house. And I wake up first in the morning and everyone else wakes up and I'm perfectly fine in the morning. Like, I am chilling, I'm good. I'm like not hungover at all, feeling fine. And everyone else is like, bleh. Like they feel so bad. They're like, oh, I don't feel good. And I'm like, bro, I'm chilling. And they were like, yeah, it's probably because you puked it all out and then fell asleep at midnight. And I was like, y'all could have done it too. That was so bad. That was my first time ever blacking out. I don't suggest drinking till you black out. That's the second story. This last one's not super eventful. Hopefully this was actually interesting. If you guys want more party story times, I have a lot more for you. I have some from Pitt, I have some from Alan, I have some other random ones. I have whenever I came to New Orleans last time. So if you want to hear those, make sure to let me know. Comment that down below. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, go follow me on all my social medias. They're always linked down in the description below. I love you guys so much. Make sure, like I said, don't drink till you're 21, but if you do, drink responsibly. Don't black out. That's about it. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye!